Peace. This is the Parent Channel where we scrutinize parents. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope y'all feeling great. Time to get it in, man. Let's talk about the laziness of this generation. And what's the cause of it? You know what I'm saying? And you know, man, you hear all the time, you hear, I don't know what's going on with these kids, man. These kids is crazy. Something wrong with these kids. How did these kids get like this and all of that stuff right there? You know what I'm saying? Let's really focus on why these kids are the way that they are right now. Because something is to blame, right? So, you get these parents, they blame media. They blame YouTube, they blame TikTok, they blame all that. But what these parents fail to understand is that all these psychological processes that these children, this youth is going through right now, started as a youth. You know, you know what I'm saying? We gotta ask our question. Um, did this type of way that these youths are living right now, did this develop at an early age? See, when we start to decipher and we start to break it down and see, like, uh, with when we try to pinpoint uh where did this all started, you know what I'm saying? We can't sit there and say uh that they just develop these symptoms out of nowhere. No, everything has a starting point. So these parents try to justify. I call these parents lying parents. Lying parents love to hang around lying parents, lying about everything. They don't know why they child like that. They don't know why. They don't know this. They don't know that. They never know nothing. You know what I'm saying? But shit, when we under when but when we think about the brain, uh, brain development, we know that all things start as a youth. So when we talking about this rebellious generation right now, this rebellious generation, um, is a product of their environment as a youth. So I'm specifically talking about how lazy the generation is right now. You know what I'm saying? And the generation is lazy right now due to the developmental processes starting at an early age. So now if we look at it like that, and then we ask ourselves, who's to blame on that? It leads right back to the parents, man. That goes right to the parents. Like when we sit here and we be like, man, this is the laziest generation on earth. Well, they wasn't taught the they wasn't given the motivational skills when they were a youth. They don't cook. They don't clean. They don't want to work because the ethnics wasn't put up in them as a youth. I mean, we talking about brain development. We not talking about spontaneous uh, reactions. You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't how it go. Everything is based off of brain development. The first teachers are the parents. So how did your child become a lazy, spoiled, don't know how to cook, don't know how to clean. Fam, I'm talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about children. I'm talking about the this young generation that don't know how to wash clothes. I'm talking about this generation that don't know how to cook, bro. I'm talking about this generation that don't know how to change diapers, make baby bottles, don't know how to breastfeed. This is this ain't no a child used to do this and then they just don't do it no more. No, the child wasn't never taught to do these things, man. Keep it 100, bro. Like I said, man, you're only gonna get that rhetoric from lying parents, man. The lying parents are the only ones that spit that rhetoric about social media. It's what they watch on TV. No, when they were 6 and 7 years old, they were looking at you. You didn't install these principalities in your child. This is why the young generation are the way that they are, man. Because they were never installed, excuse me, principles and morals were never installed in them, man. And I know, because I grew up in the projects, and I grew up literally seeing mothers and fathers teaching, not teach, teaching, not teaching their children any principles or morals, man. Where they literally let their child lay in the bed all day, hang outside, come in the house, eat, sleep, take a dump. Eat, sleep, take a dump. This is what's going on right now. These parents are walking around, I can't control my child. I can't control them. You can't control them because you didn't instill the principles and the morals in the child when they were young. You never told the children when they were 7 and 8 years old to wash dishes, to learn how to cook, to learn how to clean. You didn't set these standards. They didn't set these standards in these men and women, man. And you wonder why you see what you see right now. Man, it's you don't need to do arithmetic, nigga, to figure this out right here, man. This is simple because it's based on brain development. A child is at its most vulnerable state between the ages of 4 to 12. Let's just say 4 to 12, where they can be where they can be programmed. And you got parents out here that never program their children due to their lifestyles, their upbringings. You know, it's just a constant cycle, man. It's a constant cycle. Half of these children that, well, the majority of the children that we perceive as the laziest generation on earth come from parents who were lazy, who are lazy. You see what I'm saying? And you know, man, I always say to myself, man, it's like it's starting to seem like it's some type of form of of hate going on. Like I said, man, for you not to want to see your child be better than you, that's like a form of I don't know what to call it, like jealousy or something, jealousy for your child, envy or something, like you know, like, because these parents are in actuality holding their children down. like if they child was to come up in the world, you know, would they get jealous? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't. It just seems like our people are more indoctrinated and holding our children down than the building them up, man. Because when that child was young and you was raising that child in that house and you ain't never showed the child how to cook, you ain't never showed the child how to wash clothes. You ain't never taught the child about morality. You never taught the child about God. You never instilled these principles in this child. It's like you did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's like we're doing certain things on purpose, man. It's like some type of jealousy, some type of hate towards, like um if I ain't nothing, so I'm gonna create a bunch of nothings. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like that's what it is, man. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy stuff right there, man. But yeah, man, when we looking at it in its totality, man, the child, these 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 men and women are the way that they are due to the lack of principles and moralities that they were supposed to be taught as a youth. Come on now, man. I know y'all understand what I'm saying, bro. Come on, like, bro. Like I said, uh, lying parents promote this conspiracy. Social media did it. This that did it. That this that. Man, if you was raised if you were raised on these principles, man, there's no way that you will get into your teens and you're not gonna have the same principles and moralities, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now you see why the this young generation out here abusing each other. You know what I'm saying? Men abusing women, neglecting kids, women abusing men, neglecting kids. They don't clean, they don't cook, they don't have no principles, they don't have no morals because they were taught all of this, man, or they lack it. They were taught because from what they saw, what they visualized, or they just weren't taught. I will never blame outside forces of why my child is not a productive citizen on earth, man. There's no way, man. So we gotta stop walking around lying and start taking responsibility for why our young men and women are the way that they are. It's because of the house that they grew up in, bro. Come on, man. It's your fault. You didn't teach them to do to you didn't set these principles um you didn't you didn't establish these principles to your child. You let them lay in the bed all day. You let them just eat, sleep, and take a dump. Eat, sleep, and take a dump. You let them do this. You never instill these principles and morals and these habits into these children. So I don't want to hear all that. Social media did it. The outside forces did it. I can't control my child and all that. Nah, man. Once 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 they're installed, once once they are installed with the the hand that was the, the hand that was given to them, that's how they gonna forever be. When I was young, I grew up with morals and principles, man. and I carry them on with me until now. I always understood to respect the elders. I always understood. I knew how to wash dishes. I knew how to wash my clothes. I knew how to do this. I knew how to, and I'm still doing it to this day, because I learned it way when I was young, man. There's no excuse. There's no excuse, man. Because we see dedicated parents out there that did instill these principles and morals into their children, and we see that these are the successful children. Right. Yeah, so we gotta dispel this lie, this propaganda being preached by by lying parents, liars that have to justify them not setting morals and principles into their child. When these girls out here selling their body, these men are out here killing and robbing and gang banging and all of that stuff, it's because of the lack of principles and morals that was installed in the child. Deep conversations. Deep, these children lack the deep conversations that was supposed to be had to them, man. The deep conversations, man. You can't just raise no child and you be like, oh, don't do this and don't do that, without telling them, without breaking down the why you shouldn't be doing it, the causes and effect. These children were never taught the causes and effect of their actions. That's why they went on to do it when they got older. That's the parents' fault. So man, these are the ways that we fix ourselves, man. This is what the Parent Channel all about, man. So man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I hope this has been a good one right here, man. We just talking, man. We just trying to fix ourselves, man. The only way we can fix ourselves, man, we stop lying to each other, man. You gotta stop lying out here, man. And keep lying, man. It ain't my fault why my child like this. Yes, it is. Man, look, I can even go so deep as to say that you never took your child out of the environment, bro. And I'm not gonna make that an excuse, but if we want to go there, we can go there. You kept your child in an environment. If you know, if you want to go there and make that excuse, why you ain't take your kid out of that environment? If you knew the environment that you moved in was dangerous and manipulative, where was the love that you had for your children to 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 not let them visualize the same to get your kids up out of the ghettos? No, you continue to live in the ghettos and raise your kid in the ghettos if you want to get technical. But I ain't gonna even do it like that, because there's a lot of parents that lived in the ghettos and still produce successful children. And that's to the mamas that want to blame the environment that they grew up in. Okay, why you ain't take your goddamn kids out then? Why you ain't work hard? Why you ain't strive hard to get your kids out? You see what I'm saying? If you want to go there. But yeah, man, we gotta stop lying to ourselves, man. They gotta start telling the damn truth. Everything that we see in our culture, everything that we're going through, man, is predicated, man, off of or it's based off the morals and principalities that that we don't install and that we do install, man. And so, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. This is the Parent Channel, man. Hope y'all enjoy the content, man. And peace, man.